Good morning, it's that time. Yoga, some asana, the postures, right? Some pranayama today. We're doing this pranayama. This is beginning of week 3 of fundamentals of pranayama. Kumar used to say pranayama. Okay, come on now. Plant your feet down. Integrate your breathing, your attention, and your body. Stand. Ground your feet. Hands together. Inhale. Exhale. May all beings everywhere share this practice. Inhale. Hold your breath. Through the mouth. Inhale wide. May all beings everywhere know the peace at the center of creation. Good. Lightly turn on that central axis of the spine. Let your head turn. Exhale over the shoulder. And release. Plant your feet. Coronal plane undulations. Wake up the body. Let's do 8 more. And release. Relax your jaw. Make a little turn. To make that little turn is to wipe the chalkboard of your mind. Light turn. Empty the shoulders. Beautiful. Take a breath here. As we exhale, place the hands on those glutes. Bend your knees. Push your hands forward. Arc through the front of the body. Keep the feet down. And I'm awakening the front lines of support, lifting me up. Arcing at the spine up through the heart. My chin drops down, my hands forward, the fingertips draw me back up. I align my ankles, my hips, shoulders, and my ears in my coronal plane. It's not just a matter of my head angling, it's about the support from the earth lifting, lengthening, filling the lungs, behind the spine, behind the heart, opening, expanding, shoulder blades back toward the center, and then the neck aligns and the head and ears find their plane. Oh, beautiful. Take a big breath. Push it out. Inhale up. Wide fingers and thumbs. Lock your elbows. Earth and sky. Oppositions. Take a big breath. As I exhale, I melt my fingers, my wrists, my elbows, my shoulders. Big breath. Bend the knees, fold it forward. Empty the spine. My fingertips touch. I straighten and I bend. Yes, play with it. Play. I'm going to melt the spine forward, both knees bent, straightening one knee, bend both, then the other. Yeah, stack your hands on your knees. Let's lift it up. Here comes our Utkatasana. Locked elbows, bent ankles, deep knees, tailbone back, heart forward. Inhale. Feel that. Yeah. And sweep it. And breathe it. Nice. Nice. Let's check these feet. Roll to the outside ridge of each foot. These are all familiar to you. Reach up. If this is the first time for you tuning into this set, I suggest that you go back 2 weeks ago to the Monday, 2 weeks before today. Today's the 29th of May, the last Monday of May. Go back 2 weeks. Look at that Monday first. My feet go flat, arms melt. When I fold, isolate the knees, hips folded forward. Rebuild back up, push away. Open it up, sweep it through. This time put your hands together and your elbows together. Open and close, open and close. Open, close, let it open. Turn your head, align your chin and your forehead with this vertical forearm. Yeah, my tailbone is back, my heart forward. Turn the chin and forehead opposite. Breathe there for 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Lovely. Breathe and hold for 3, 2, 1. Isolate the fingers, elbows, shoulders. Melt. I'm in this half fold of the Utkatasana. Push the earth away. Make a little turn. Good. Separate your feet, roll to the inside, arches, the big toes down, the other toes flare up. The big toes touch down, the arches in. You're inverting these ankles, knees together. Align your ankles, your hips, your shoulders, and your ears. Breathe here. Earth and sky. Earth down, fingertips into the sky. Breathe here. Good. Now that breathing I was making right there, that was our Bhastrika. Bhastrika is that bellows breath. And you'll find that if you can move into a posture, hold it, observe your oppositions, activate the oppositions with breath. And there are 3 planes of opposition, you know this: earth and sky, east and west, north and south. And we want to activate the body in these 3 planes with our breathing. This will be the activation of the posture. Every posture becomes a form for the breathing. Now you know it all, right? That's it. I'm placing this foot down, grounding, gliding the opposite foot back, push away. Push, push, push. Take it down. Oh yeah. First one this morning of those feet activating. Push away. Push. Push. Breathe it. Release it. Empty. Good. Take your hands on your knees, feet close together, make circles. I'm circling. Every circle is a breath. Circle the other direction. Now, bend in the line of each foot and ankle. Aligned feet, knees the same distance apart as the feet. Sometimes the knees like to touch and squeeze together, but do not let them. Push away, make circles in your hips. Easy. Find the range of your circle. And then the other direction, every circle is a breath. Bring it up. Stabilize, ground from the hips down. Isolate the heart and spine. Let your spine be like a rope. Circle the heart around the central line of balance. And reverse. Beautiful. Make a little turn. Empty the shoulders. Empty the elbows, wrists, and fingers. Come back to the center. Ground. Stabilize shoulders down. Head and neck make a circle at the base of your throat. Listen to the sounds of your neck. Reverse. Ultimately, there will be quiet in the neck. Yes, bring that up. Now that neck is so important. That neck is so valuable. Let's try this. A different circle with the head. I'd like for you to make a circle with the face itself. Like you could extend your face out in front, like you could point your nose way out to the horizon, and you could make a circle with your nose. That is a different move. Let's reverse direction. Nice. Release. Take your hands up. Let's hop. Hop. 108. 108. Eight, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Little turn. Back tuck. Back tuck. So I asked Kumar, what does back tuck mean? He never told me. I asked him a number of times, and he would always change the subject. I just let him, I would ask him, and he would intentionally not say anything. It's one of those little moments with Kumar. So years later, I was working with AJ and Gunjan. And I said, do you know what the word batak means? No, I don't know. I don't know. And then as we were doing it, he said, batak. He said, oh, batak utak. Sit down, stand up. Sit down, stand up. Batak. Very funny. I thought it was very funny. Tickle those fingertips on the floor. Yes. All right. You could continue that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make some teacups. Teacups. Separate those feet, one little hop. Now you want these feet, as Kumar would make them, slight angle. You're bending. I'm going to push the timer because I am wanting to grow these, okay? I want these to grow. My ankles gripping, my knees bent, level femur bones, tailbone back, heart lifting up in the spine. I mean, the heart lifting up in the spine, the heart lifting up, tailbone down, shoulder blades at ease, hands at ease to begin. There are many hand positions, arm positions, all kinds of things. Wide, activating the hands, wide thumbs, wide fingertips. You can activate like this, pushing away in the heel of the hand. You can leave the hands and wrists relaxed. The breath, put your attention on the breath cycle. Find one point, excuse me, find one point of attention out here in front of you. Place your eyes on that one point. A version of Traitaka Drishti. Do not waver your eyes. If you need to stand up, you may stand up, certainly. But can you remain? And as we have observed, that if you feel the difficulty, set your intention and let your count go backwards. So if we start from sthira, stability, wholeness, alignment, balance, and breath, we move with effortless effort. We enter with breath, effortless effort. We call sukha. We find dukkha. When we have dukkha, that discomfort, that limitation, that resistance, that pain, the difficulty, whatever you call it, however it manifests, it will manifest in a variety of ways. You begin to count backwards. Say you count backwards from 10 and you say, okay, well, I'm practicing my mind, not just my body, but my mind in the count. My mind over my body. Beautiful. That was 4 minutes. Make a little turn. My best is like 1 minute and 15 seconds more. But if you drop out of it, you have to build this one back up. Yeah, I'm going to make Padottanasana. Wide legs. I'm elevating my toes. My heel is down. If your heel is not happy, put a little towel or a blanket underneath. We're going to square the hips, be tall, my tailbone is down, my legs, knees straight and locked. I'm going to fold. I'm going to fold my hips, tilting forward. Long spine. Yeah, lengthen the spine. Lengthen the spine. Now you can keep your hands, on your knee or your shin or your ankle or your toes. When you want more, reach across the opposite hand to the foot. So my left foot is out, my right hand is gripping the big toe. So I'm hooking around that big toe. You've seen these in the past. My left hand grips my neck. I fold. Fold. I am not just bending my head and neck. That's not it. It is a fold at the hip. And I want to fold ultimately 108 times. I'm going to fold 54 today. So I'm folding 54 and I'm holding 54. My exit. I stabilize, I ground, isolate intention. I'm rolling my back heel up. I step. Push away. Be tall. We do not pop the exit. We unfold with intent. Good. Second side. Whew. Pardon me a second. Now, as you're breathing this, as you're holding this, as you're moving it, let's square. Tailbone down, my ankles away, my knees locked. As we're moving this with breath, I'm folding at the hip. Do not force, do not think, oh, I'm just going to reach down and make it. Don't try for that part yet. Identify the limitation. Because if you simply try to blow past the limitation without dissolving it, the limitation will remain. You may reach down, you may force it down to a very deep position, but if you do not identify the limitation and progressively release it, it will remain and it will cause you problems. Okay? So, where do you go? Be curious first. Maybe it's just on your knee. Maybe you can go to the shin. Maybe you can go to the ankle. Foot. Yeah. My right foot is forward, so I'm going to take my left hand on that big toe and lift up in the thumb. My right hand on the neck. And I'm breathing an exhale each time I fold. Inhale up, exhale. Now, Bastrika. Good. I stabilize. Find the exit. I isolate the movement. I roll the back heel up. Right. Beautiful. All right. Now, let's sit. Let's sit. Can you sit? Vajrasana is where I'm folded, ankles long, my sit bones down on the heels. Where is the limitation? We don't want any pain in the knee, zero. There may be some, discomfort through the quads and the top of these femur bones, top of the leg. For most people, I think it may be in their ankles, and that's okay. If there's discomfort in your ankles, it's one of those things that your ankles will respond, but it takes time to do that. Your ankles will respond. If they're not happy, exit. If there's too much dukkha, let that be a teacher, and you exit. I'm going to dig my toes into the mat. I'm making a dorsiflexion with my toes. Whew. And I sit back. Right? Bear weight in your toes. Breathing it. No problem. Good. Let it breathe. Soft and easy breath is ideal. But when we work into posture, sometimes we make the fast Bhastrika, like this. Beautiful. Let your ankles come back flat. Feel that, observe that. Good, you could stay there if you want more. I'm now going to make a dorsiflexion in my ankle and a plantar flexion in my toes. So it is a zigzag in my ankle. My toes are underneath me. Do not force this. Feel where you can go. Ankles up, toes pointing away. Breathe that. And anytime we lift the arms up into the sky, opposite, we are activating the roots. Yes. So let's breathe 9 Bhastrika here. Point the toes away, flat. Excellent. Let's come stand. We're going to make one lion's breath, one Nauli entrance, and then we're coming down to the ground again. And you're going to work a little deeper. Come on out. We push the breath away, create a vacuum. Lion's breath. We inhale deeply. Jaw open, tongue way out. Stick the tongue out. Eyes open. Do not blink if you can avoid it. Yeah. Nice. So I'm going to try something here. We're going to do one more lion's breath. Push all of the breath out. Into the vacuum, inhale. Push it all out. Yeah. Good. Come on up. We're going to enter Nauli, okay? Enter Nauli. It's where we exhale everything, just like lion. Maybe 95%. If lion was 100%, Nauli about 95%. So with the lion, we push into the dukkha of the exhale. With Nauli, we use the edge of the dukkha to hold and explore a different dukkha, a different level, okay? So I'm going to push it all out, and I'm going to draw back my gut to the spine, pulling all the abdominal muscles, the abdominal shell, back, 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 back. And then I'm root lock, mid lock, and upper lock holding. Let's do this. Push it all away. And count your locks, okay? Pace the count. So it's your own 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you can hold the lock for 10 or 12 or 6 or 18 or 36. If you can hold it, a simple count 36, that's the next level for you to advance. But do not force it. No fainting. Here we go. Push it away. Inhale. Nice. Bring it up. When you do this, you want to do your best and pull every muscle back, 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 back. And explore that deeply back. Yeah. Let's do that one more time. Take a big breath. Push it out. Inhale. Exhale. a little turn. Good. Lie down on your back. Tuck your knees and rock. If you're on your back, put one hand on your knee, other hand on the knee. Do not lace your fingers yet. Leave them separated and let yourself rock side to side. Let your head turn with your shoulders. Shushmavaya, light practice, easy, effortless effort, sukha. Back at the center, take your arms wide like a T, drift your knees to the left. Look left with your head. Push your heels away. If you need to modify this right shoulder, if there's pain in that right shoulder, take the right hand to the ribs. You're lying there. You want to observe the revolve of the spine, the revolve of the stomach. Push your heels out to the left. Straighten those legs. Turn your head from the left over to the right and look out at your right thumb. Breathe there for 3 big breaths. Deliver breath. Observe the breath in the lungs. There's 3 breaths there, observing the lungs, the shape of the lungs. Can you then observe, imagine the breath cycle? Yes, if you can observe that breath cycle and put your attention on the breath cycle in the pose, you will observe, oh, the shape of the resistance, the compression in the lower lobes, the dilation in the upper lobes. Yeah. And then imagine further that you could inhale sunlight, prana, life force energy. And if you do this, if you do the breathing practices, at some point you recognize something subtle, that you are not even breathing, but rather you are being breathed. You are being breathed. Yeah. When we can observe that breath delivered into the whole body, into every cell, we call Vijnana. And then there's another step. But before we do, let's wake up this right arm up into the sky. Reach it high into the sky and roll to your left. Empty the body. Practice how the body can empty. How the breath fills up, how the body empties out. Good. Come on your back, one hand on each knee, tuck and rock side to side. Good. At the center, open the arms wide like a T. Don't be too heroic. Don't lift these shoulders up to the ears like a Y with the arms. No. Let those arms be wide like a T. Shoulders away from the ears. The knees drift over to the right this time. Draw your knees toward your elbow and push your heels out. You take a big breath, looking from the right. Now turn your head, look over to the left thumb. Observe the shape of the lungs with your breathing and your attention. Functional breath in the lungs. Observing the shape, the dilation, and the compressions present. And imagine you could breathe in the breath cycle, present moment of the breath cycle. Yes? If you can breathe in that present moment of the breath cycle, then you imagine further that you could inhale sunlight, prana, life force, energy, that wave of life into you, not only oxygen and exchanging carbon dioxide. But that flow of life in you, that gift of life, that presence of life in you. And if you can do that, you deliver into every cell of your body. Imagine you could deliver sunlight inside of your bones, inside the dark, meshy maze that is inside the bones, where you make your red blood cells. You know, you make where your body operates inside the bones too, not just the outside. The bones have their functions. Yeah. And you're heightening the bone function. And the surface of the bones, where the tendons of every muscle attach. And the muscles attach on the full surface of every bone. And that is their purpose. To serve as anchors across the joints, so that as the muscles contract, the bones will move. Delivering breath into every bone, into every muscle, into every cell of the body, into all of the cells of every tissue, every organ, every nerve, every blood cell. Deliver prana, your heart, your brain, into the skin. And if you can do that and your legs are out to the right, you've been in this for quite a while. Your head over to the left. Look over to that left thumb. Now, what if you could imagine breath from your foot, this left foot, the outside of this left leg, up into the hip and across through the hip, up the right side of your spine. If you're right-handed, this right side of the spine is the anchor for, I would say, almost all of your daily movement. If you're right-handed, if you're right dominant. And we want it to be strong and anchored, but we also want it to be open and available. So you breathe from the left foot up into the left hip, across the hips, up the right side of your spine to the right shoulder. Imagine that you could deliver breath and trace it in you from the foot up the outside, that lateral side of the left leg, left hip, across the hips into the right side of the spine, up to the right shoulder. Inhaling all the way through that right shoulder, across the back, through the left shoulder, left fingertips, the back of the left arm. That is one inhale from the foot to the fingertips. We call nyasa. Inhale from the back, that back line, up, foot to fingertips, and then looking over at this left thumb, exhale, down, trace the exhale through you as you can trace breath in the body. Exhaling down through this arm, through the shoulder, ribs, down through this left hip, inside this left, the medial aspect of the left leg, left knee, arch and big toe. This is the breath cycle. Up the inhale, back line, down the exhale, front line. We call nyasa. The specific breath delivery into channels of fascia and neuromuscular pathways. There is where you hold information. You've been in this now a long time. Inhale, wake up this left arm into the sky, roll to the right. Empty your body to the right. Yes. That's it. Empty your body. Look, these are specific breath deliveries. Number 1, functional breath. Number 2, pranic delivery. And then pranic address. Functional, Vyana, Nyasa. Yeah, these basic breaths. When you breathe into that Nyasa, you know, you start breathing into the depth of the move. You stay there, stay relaxed. You begin to touch into the body and the information of your experience, your personal history, and you awaken it in you. And you can choose to address that personal history in a new way, in a fresh way. And you can liberate yourself from its bondage if you choose. The yoga is about this, about liberation from the bondage of our experience. So the yoga is, yes, it is a physical practice. It does address emotion. It will address soul and spirit. The yoga is not a religion. It does have its roots in Hindu traditions. But these practices are tools. And that's what I aim to share. You can address your spirituality as you wish. That's not necessarily my role. All right, roll over onto your stomach. Reach the hands way out. Opposite your toes, press everything down into the mat. Then push down in your hips. You can do this one. Okay, we're not going to break it down. You're going to just lift both arms and both legs away, right? Breathe that right there. Lifting up. I'm going to join you. Lifting up. Breathe it right there. Straighten your elbows. Looking out. Empty it down. Whew. Good job. Roll over onto your back. On your back. You're going to do that very same type of thing. But I'd like for you to press down in your lower back. Lift up both legs about 30 degrees. Lift up both arms, aligning your ears and your shoulders up into the sky. So you're arcing up from your back down in the ground. Arc up and hold. Count your breathing. Breathe it. And rest it down. Now, in this move, I'm going to make it with you in a moment. We're going to do it again. In this move, identify that breath flowing. And when it becomes uncomfortable, set your intent. Sankalpa. Set your intention. Can you breathe another 9 breaths after you think you cannot do it any longer? Maybe 30 breaths after you cannot do it any longer. All right, I'm going to do this with you. Reach away. Breathe it.
When it starts to shake, that might be an indication of your dukkha, right? Okay, I'm going to count 30 just because otherwise we'll be here a long time. Rest it down. Lie down on your back. Corpse pose. Final pose today, I want you to make your fish. Your fish or your upward bow. Fish, you align and squeeze your legs together. You press down in the hips. You lift up in your heart. Go on the top of your head, way on the top of your head, and breathe. In the nose, out the mouth. Empty. If you want more, make your bridge. Inhale up. Make your upward facing bow. From your bridge, but look, I'm in my bridge. I'm going to place my hands after the bridge. Then I inhale up. Rest it down in your corpse pose. All right, in your corpse pose. Rest it down. We're going to make one set of breath, samatva bastrika, a counted even breath. Do your best to go along and to pace it. So if I count 3, the inhale will be 1, 2, 3. The full exhale will be 3, 2, 1. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You get it. And what it means as we grow this breath, it's not really about lung capacity. That's not really the purpose of it. The purpose of it is nervous system and the control of the diaphragm and the linked intent. The mind's activation of this diaphragm, filling the lungs from the bottom up to the top, and pouring it back out in a pace, particularly the exhale. Because sometimes that exhale will go, it will have a little catch. Or you'll inhale and you'll catch the breath at the top. And there'll be a little hold. We want smooth and unlocked breathing. Shushma. Sukha. Easy, effortless effort in the breath, particularly. So if I count to 20, the lungs will be half full at 10. Half empty, right? All right, so let's begin. Push all the breath out, nose only. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 16, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Exhale, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Exhale, 20, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Exhale, 20, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Exhale, 20, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 10, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Exhale, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 20, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Exhale, 20, 18, 17, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Exhale, 20, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 10, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 10, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Big breath in. Release. Smooth breath in, easy. Release. Last breath in. Effortless effort. Exhale. Unlock your breathing. Let your breath be responsive to your conditions. That's the real key of the breathing. It's not just about a technique, just as the postures are not about the posture. Not ultimately. How did you do? Were you able to pace it? You know, sometimes you may let it go and then realize, I've lost count. And you have to listen and pick up the count wherever you can. That's okay. Ultimately, you would like unbroken attention through the entire count process. Smooth, unbroken. After the breathing practice, it is easy to enter a meditation. After the physical practices and the breathing, it is easier to be still. Now, there's always the case where you're not able to do these practices because you're not breathing properly from the beginning. The breath and mouth are confused. Sometimes you're inhaling through the mouth. No, not right now. Or you don't have what you feel is the capacity to fill the lungs in that pace. The truth, of course, is that it's not about the lung capacity. It's about the pace of your breathing. And you will have the lung capacity. But maybe even before that, maybe your sinuses are locked. Maybe you can't breathe through the nose. Sometimes we think that when the sinuses are locked, that it's full of, that the passages are congested. That there's snot up there, there's phlegm. And there may be, with allergies and all. But very likely it is inflammation of the sinus tissue itself that closes the sinus passages. How do we unlock that? Okay. All right, I've kept you several minutes after our time, but we will get there, okay? We're going to look at that Wednesday and Friday. Look at this pace though, before we move. Just observe what we've done. We did some really simple physical practices. Maybe a little hard things with our nowlies or our teacups. Maybe with our bows, I don't know. But as we work the body with attention and breath, as we focus then afterwards on the breathing, very easy to enter meditation and stillness. All right, random page. This is our editor. He says to us, Eric Forstein says to us, long before we are fully free, liberated in the body, the mind, and the soul, we must be prepared for the long haul. And we contribute to the transformation of the world. And as you gain mastery over yourself, we activate extraordinary human abilities. All right. We begin to sensitize ourselves to subtle aspects. And as Kumar would say, it's the power of your mind, man. Power of the mind. All right. Let's inhale. Come find an easy way to sit up. We will make 3 breaths as we begin. This is for your heart, opening the heart. Hands together. Inhale up. Exhale wide. Inhale over the ground. Make a fist. Hold the breath in 9 times. We open. Through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale wide. Back to your heart. That concludes our asanas today. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Talk to you soon.